No.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 6.
Yay!
There's a healthy cough from Lala. I'd like it took a pause to show that you were coughing. How's everybody feeling?
Very energized.
Really good.
You finished your yoga practice for the day and your 1,000 words, Toto?
I did.
Rock star.
I didn't do it yesterday because we had like a long night and things. So I still have to catch up on 1,000 words.
No pressure.
But I'm jumping on a bus in like 2 hours to Berlin, and I'm visiting my grandpa just before. So right after this call, I'm basically like, tack, 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 tack. So I will write my 1,000 words tonight, maybe at Lala's place, because that's where I'm going. Yay!
I was just about to ask, are you coming to my house today, man?
Oh yeah.
I don't think I knew that, but you're more than welcome.
I love how much notice you gave her, and I'm so glad we have the webinar so she knows.
I know.
No, I told her. I told her like 2 days ago.
No, but then you said no, you didn't know when, or you know.
No, I said exactly. I said 6 p.m. I told you.
No, Toto, check your messages out. You didn't.
Promise.
Okay, Ashley's still trying to get in. Poor Ash.
Oh no, Ash! Like, what the hell?
Yeah, you guys need to figure that out. Maybe like in the after the call, like properly. Figure out how to use the software.
You know what?
Or something.
I think actually we need to stop trying to do too much in advance, and we just give it to you in. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. So
how was all your guys' day yesterday? The day of letting go. How was it focusing on letting go yesterday?
What did I let go of? I think I let go of some ideas of that actually really helped. I think that was because I have set myself these goals. So there are all kinds of ideas that popping into my mind, and some are very like short-sighted, or like I know they are not what I want to do, but I'm still looking into it because there's a good financial opportunity.
Time wasters.
But it doesn't feel right, and it's waste of time. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Nice one.
And well, then I had like a 1.5 hour call with my team in Kenya, and we talked a lot about our sponsorship program for our kids, and I came up with this whole marketing plan and a strategy for the rest of the year. We're going to be like 5 people now, so we have really resources, time, brain power to go the extra mile in many areas. So I developed all these things, and I was really into it, and we came up with this great thing. And then in the evening yesterday, after dinner, I had like this epiphany, and suddenly this download on the way back from dinner. We were out for dinner, and we drove home, and I was like, I could see it suddenly. It was this connecting the dots between everything that was already in front of me. And it's a combination of my strategic thinking, which I really love, and my creative mind. And these two things together that's my edge. Like, there are people who are very creative, but they are messy, and they are very strategist, but they don't have the human side and the creative thing. So this is my edge. And I really enjoy creating strategies and marketing ideas, like for companies or organizations that that change the world. So I'm basically, I can help them to do what they are good at by doing what I'm good at. So this all fell into place, and I put it into words already this morning. So I think my plan has become very clear now, where I want to take things.
So
I want to consult and build a company around that. It's basically one of the most ingenious marketing creative strategy companies. I'm not, it's still a very rough idea, but this is the way I think I can take things, because that's where my strengths are.
Ash made it on the call.
Yay!
We've got full house today, guys. Yay!
Toto, the word that's coming through is in such an epic way is innovative strategy. It's your engineering mind, you're naturally bringing the innovation in. You don't, it doesn't even, there's no consideration for you. You just, that innovation is part of how you strategize.
Right. Yeah. Innovative strategy.
Yeah.
I like that.
Cool. So excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I think I can really live up to my full potential in that area. And it's something global. Like I can scale it and I can travel with it. I have to go to these businesses and companies around the world to consult them and build strategies. And it combines exactly what I feel like my life should look like in the foreseeable future. It's like this being on the forefront of innovation and of exciting projects and business ideas and things that change the world, being part of this drive and being able to travel with it and seeing places and still having the freedom of being a consultant, of being free and flexible, finding my own hours. And I don't know, it just brings everything together, and it just came up yesterday.
Beautiful. And it is win-win-win. It's win-win.
And it is win-win-win, exactly.
Yay. Awesome, Toto. And the rest of the team, how's everybody feeling? ZenJen, give us an update. Lala, Ash?
All good, thanks, Nix. Can you hear me?
We can. So nice to have you on the call.
Yeah, thank you. Me too. No, very, very good. Hey, yesterday was amazing. Letting go was fantastic. Just looking and letting go and choosing. It's a really valuable tool. Hey, so yeah, all good.
I love how whenever we see Ash, she's always in summer clothes because she's on the friggin'
Oh yeah.
Delta.
Yeah, we also, it was Botswana Independence Day yesterday, so we're having a pool party today, which is great. So nice. Looking forward to that.
Nice. Please have a swim for me, because as you can see, it's the opposite here.
I can see you guys look blooming freezing. I'll definitely do that. I'll send a picture of me on the lilo.
Great.
And just out of interest sake, you said you had a good day of letting go yesterday. What sort of letting go happened for you yesterday?
You know what, Dawny, I just day-to-day things, that sometimes would possibly get under my skin or that I'd pay attention to. And in fact, the more you practice, the more you realize that it's actually not that important. I also had a lovely session with Nix after our webinar yesterday, just to fine-tune my dream, which was absolutely amazing in my moment in time. So everything kind of came together very nicely for me. I had a wonderful meditation, and everything is a lot more clear. So all very positive and very happy and very exciting.
Yay! Okay. So it sounds like you let go of some fuzziness and you got some clarity.
Yes.
Yay! Perfect.
And look, we can see ZenJen.
ZenJen, you're looking especially beautiful today, love. You've just got a glow about you.
Hello, guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Jane.
You've actually put
Ash, it's so nice to have you in real life.
Yes, I know. I've missed you, sister. How are you doing?
Yeah, so lekker. So I'll just tell you from my side, the other day, Dawny was saying how she was doing day 3 on day 4 and day 4 on day 3, whatever. And I guess at the end of the day, we want to what's the word? Not institutionalize, but we want to practice all these practices every day.
Yeah.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're just doing them in bite-sized pieces. But I actually don't know what the point of my story is. But
maybe
also
you
that
yours around.
That what?
Maybe you mixed yours around like Dawn.
Yeah, I'm like amalgamating. So yesterday was letting go, and then the day before was taking an inspired action or something. So mine kind of meshed together, because my taking action was I just took a box and started letting go of so much shit from my room. And you know, like I was talking to someone about decluttering, and they're like, oh, maybe I'll need it, maybe, and then he said to me, you ask yourself a question, is it bringing you joy? Then you keep it. If not, let it go. And it's just awesome. Lightening up. And then another thing about LLCing and letting go and forgiving. So I used to have this huge problem with road rage and being cut off, and I get like very passionate. Anger is a passion. And then what I did the one day was I actually sat down and I wrote, and I pressed hard, and I wrote, you fucking fucks, and I just wrote it. I just wrote it all. And then I put it out, but I didn't crumple it. I put it straight out, and then I burnt it. And there was something amazing about watching the words burn, like watching each word burn, not like in a fire, but just watching the words burn away. And the next day, when I did the same route in the same insane traffic, not one single person cut me off.
You nice.
Oh,
yeah, taxis and all.
I like it. So in the ether now, they've had their cuss words. It's there. They don't need to receive them.
No, it was just like interesting. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just working this on a small baby scale.
So ZenJen, it's important that you receive it. It is so awesome to hear the level of your sharers compared to Soul Circus 1 and Soul Circus 2 and where you're at. It's just bubbling out of you. It's just so amazing. I'm so proud of you.
This is not a chance in hell I'm going to go and listen to this again and hear what I sounded like.
But sister, you're sounding alive. You there's this aliveness inside of you, and you're radiating. You're glowing. So whatever you're doing, carry on.
Carry on.
Absolutely.
It's working for you, girl. It suits you.
Mwah, mwah.
Mwah.
And our beautiful Lala.
Good morning.
Yay.
So I guess for me, letting go is very different than it was for all of you, of course, but that's how this thing works, right? It meant there were some changes in one of my relationships. And yeah, I've been kind of honing how I feel about relationships lately, thinking about it a lot, reading some things, trying to figure out what I want, what I believe, and it was a challenge. The way this relationship changed, or is in the process of changing, challenged all those thoughts, like challenged that idea, challenged, is this what I want? Do I really believe this or that? And it was a little hard. It was a little hard. I had a little teary night last night, but also I was thinking about that whole thing about letting go, and I'm like, all right, well, then I need to just let it all go and see where it sits, So for me, it was more about just feeling it and deciding, and don't have to decide anything this minute. I can just let it go for now and feel what it feels like and figure it out afterwards, just let go of my preconceived notions of this and find out where it leads me.
That's so inspired, love. Really, that it's a theme anyway, feel to heal. And one of the most beautiful ways that we can let go is to actually let our tears carry that letting go. Let the feeling literally flow through you. And that's the best clarity to have, because then the heart tells you how you're really feeling, because otherwise this mind keeps engaging some justifiable reason to hang in there, especially when something, like ZenJen said, isn't bringing you joy.
Yeah, and it kind of made me think about whether, you know, I was kind of headed this direction in my thoughts about relationships, but then the way I felt yesterday was like, is this all, like, as Nikki would say, bullshit? Is this whole thought process just to be protective of my heart, and I'm only going this direction because I don't want to be hurt? Or what? You know, like, it just kind of brought up all these, like, am I just being, you know, too protective of my heart, and that's why I'm going this direction? And I'm not being open enough or willing to be open later. I don't know, but it just brought up all this one little conversation, or this series of conversations, and the shift in my relationship with him just brought up all these things. So I got some thinking to do.
Yeah. And kudos to you, sister, for being willing to go into it, you know. This is one thing that I've realized about how these medicine circles and this work and everything is. We've chosen to play frontline work. You know, if we sat in a little temple in the Himalayas and meditated every day, we'd all be Zen, and it would be friggin' amazing, and nothing would be there to challenge us or push our buttons and see where any elements are unhealed. And it's actually through the relationships that this is where we build. This is where we see, oh, wow, shift, you know, this relationship is changing its structure, and I'm feeling sensitive. So there's something in me that is seeking a new level of healing. And he's thankfully triggered that for you.
Yeah, he's a good egg. He'll do that.
Sure.
And Lorianne, I just want to speak into that. My all-time favorite quote is by Rumi, and it's not our job to seek love, but to find all the barriers we've built against it. So, sister, to listen to you right now, being willing to look at the barriers you built against love means that you're on your path of love. Your sister.
Yeah, that quote made me cry. So, okay.
That's a good one. Yeah, that makes me think, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And Angel, when you hold your little mushy bug in your arms with those cute little tiny little feet, which I'm going to kiss each and every one of those toes, is only love there, my angel. Only love. So you're practicing.
I just had a flash of you, like, this kid being 18 years old, and you being like, come here, let me kiss your toes. Let Auntie Dottie in. Let her kiss your toes.
I had, as you said that, I had the reverse flash of you still being priggy and Dawn trying to find where the feet are, so she's already kissing them.
That, I can work with that. The 18-year-old one kind of freaked me out, though.
Wow. So I am really excited about today's theme as well. Yeah, just honoring actually from the space of feeling that one of the things that always serves me, no matter where I am in my life, is the focus on the give. And today it's really themed on encouraging us all to do an act of remarkable kindness. You don't even have to leave home. An act of remarkable kindness can be a phone call to somebody that you've been thinking about that you still haven't said something to in years. An act of remarkable kindness can be making an online card for somebody and making their day. And if you're out and about, then there are thousands of opportunities to give every moment. ZenJen just did her clear up, so perhaps she's taking all that stuff to the charity shop. But truly today, find a way. Hello, the beautiful Totinski's mama. That we can really take a moment to actually do an act of remarkable kindness and feel what that does. I'm a huge advocate of the give being a powerful medicine.
And with that being said, is that, Nikki, this is where I want to honor you enormously. Since knowing you, your level of give has changed my world. Nikki's the only person I know, she can be having the shittest, downest day, and she'll wake up and she'll be like, I need to go give. I need to go give. Whereas you would think that somebody's natural response in that down state would just to like look after self. Whereas Nikki gives and she comes back transformed. absolutely transformed. And from, you know, it's just being with Nikki and being in her car even, you know, she'll stop somewhere and give somebody a blessing. She'll give somebody, her favorite is Ndia Gutanda, which is I love you. And literally from watching how you transform people's day by just such a simple thing. And I find that a very, since seeing this inside of you, it's brought me more conscious and aware of the give. And I find that the give gets me out of my head and back into engagement, back into connection. Yeah. So yeah, so sister, thank you. Thanks. No, thank you.
I really received that, and I was instantly engaged in a conversation with my ex-husband when our divorce was going through. He was really insulting, and he looked at me and he went, I've watched you for all these years, and you do charity because you're selfish. You get so much out of it. And I was like, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
Beautiful, yeah.
The heart just swells. The heart just swells.
So I remember something that Wayne Dyer said once, and he said that no matter what life is giving us, no matter what is going on in life, there is always an opportunity to give. And if we can actually use that, let me see where the opportunity to give exists, it's also another awesome thing to pull you out of any form of low frequency vibration. Literally, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling that, I'm feeling that. Where's my opportunity to give? Oh, wow, somebody needs help with a bag. And then you go and it's, like you said, Dawnie, it puts you back into the now. And that level of engagement transforms everything again. And of course, you changed another life. Kindness is the
and you don't know that level of give, and I always have a feeling that that level of give, then it's the pay it forward, that it continues. That's my cute little, you know, at that moment of give, and you can see how the person lights up, and you know that they're going to affect somebody else's day, whether it be in that moment or a little bit somewhere else along the line. So,
a quick story for you guys to hold in this day. In South Africa, we have Madiba Day, where we celebrate Nelson Mandela and the way that he was and how he served in the world. And on one Madiba Day, instead of doing 67 minutes of something, I chose to do 67 acts of kindness. And it was a particularly challenging thing because it was like, wow, how am I going to get through? That's a lot. So I had some like sneaky little things where it was like, I had a slip of paper that I was drawing people to the Facebook where they could reflect what the gift did for them. And then I did things like I gave out little tokens and some gratitude stones, and I was standing in a line in my service to get a coffee, and I saw this lady in front of me. She had glasses on, but her body language was just like so, like I just actually want to be in the room, but she was still standing in the room. And I looked at her and I said, I'm sorry to disturb you, but can I please give you a hug? And she went, and then we held each other in this embrace that was just so connected and so real. And I could feel like a baby little release, like a moment of like somebody having the end of a cry, like a, and then a big exhale. And that was it. And I handed her a gratitude stone and a little piece of paper, and I left it. And about a week later, somebody posted onto the Facebook group, I don't know who this lady was, but this lady came up to my mom at a coffee shop and gave my mom a hug. And then my mom brought that story to all of us as we were mourning the loss of her mom. And it changed our whole day for the whole family. We were all affected by that story. And I just want to say,
wow.
Wow.
So,
Move with love.
Yeah.
It's not just one, it's hundreds.
when
Millions.
Yeah. I still remember that when we created the idea of ARC, Acts of Remarkable Kindness, the intention of that was to get people to talk about this. Because if acts are random, then it sounds like we don't do kindness often. And let's remark about it and get it out there. So acts of remarkable kindness means we're going to build arcs and save the planet with kindness again.
Yeah.
Jump on the arcs and cruise out of here.
It's so amazing. I'm in Arniston at the moment with my family, and we've got two very good family friends here, and they very prominent business people, like millions. We're talking millions upon millions upon millions. And yesterday, the conversation that was coming from them was all about we need to remember to be kind, and how much better the world's going to be kind. And it was just such like an inward breath. And he said that the way business is being restructured at the moment, it's all going to be about how we can become human again, the humanitarian element again. And I was like, so he's at the forefront of business, and this is the language which is happening at the forefront of business, about bringing the human element back, bringing the humankind element back. Guys, we're on it, huh?
We are. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I feel so honored to be in this circle with you guys. I think you are all remarkable people. Truly.
Yeah. Thank you. And all of you are. I mean, you knew the outline of the program coming in. Most of you've come on again. And the whole program is, okay, it's about the give. It's about, okay, cool, it's giving to the planet. It's about giving to self. It's about uplifting ourselves so that we can be better humans.
Yeah, and then honoring our word. And Toto, thank you again for being so bold with the level of what your word is for your game. And I read your blog post as well. Thanks also for giving Soul Circus a shout out. Noted.
Of course.
And I even read it also, and I actually did go right to the bottom and read from the bottom up, and you said that.
That was so clear.
Yeah, guys, so rockin' day. Enjoy the Sunday, enjoy the travels, enjoy the healing and the recovery and your arcs, and look forward to catching you. We're going to try and get on to the bottom of what's going on with this web program as well. This webinar thing tomorrow.
Heaps of love. And Toto and Lala, please give each other a big hug when you see each other this evening.
Yeah. No hugs. No hugs.
Soul Circus hug. Oh, I love it.
Send us a picture of you two and hug, because then you'll unite the whole circle in your hug.
Yes.
All right, we got it.
Bye, beautiful people.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.